drop anything first?
Okay.
1, 2.
All right. Hi, I'm Bart Maloney.
And this is Kevin Bernier.
We are the Lonesome Haunts, and you are watching the KPFT Sessions on 90.1 KPFT. Set your tail down, Alaska, acting like you don't need a coat. It's 3 a.m. Your name is stuck in my throat, and the things I wanted us to be, now you're just screaming in the street. And it's true that I went crazy. Don't you dare call me baby. I don't want to hear it. No ghost, no Holy Spirit for me. There's no one to save me. Hell, can you blame me? Yeah, yeah. I went crazy. It's cold outside, and it's New Year's Eve. You ain't got no jacket, you ain't got no wings, and I've driven these Houston streets with the same 3 songs on repeat. And it's true that I went crazy. Don't you dare call me baby. I don't want to hear it. No ghost, no Holy Spirit for me. There's no one to save me. Hell, can you blame me? Yeah, I went crazy. If the pretty ones are crazy, then you must have been insane. Maybe you deserve your troubles. Maybe you deserve all that pain. And my windows shake from the wind. Goodbye, never see you again. And it's true that I went crazy. Don't you dare call me baby. I don't want to hear it. No ghost, no Holy Spirit for me. There's no one to save me. Hell, can you blame me? Yeah, I went crazy.
All right, all right. Thank you for listening to 90.1 KPFT Houston here in the heart of the Museum District. That was the Lonesome Haunts, and you can find us anywhere live or on the archive at kpft.org or 89.5 in Galveston and 91.9 in Huntsville. Thanks, Bleu. That's what she's here for. Back up. In any case, with us as always is, like I said, Bleu, and our host, Masaya. I'm the, sidekick.
Co-host.
Okay. I'm DJ Rico Black. Nice to be here. Masaya, what's going on, man?
Hanging out. It's cold outside here in Houston, but everybody else seems to love it. But we're here with Lonesome Haunts, Bart and Kevin. How are you guys doing today?
Doing great.
Doing good, yeah.
Happy it's cool outside.
Yeah, see? Everybody else is happy except for me. But, I think I have not... What's that thing when you're always cold?
Depression.
Not gonna argue that.
Low blood pressure?
Low blood... No, hot.
Hello, brother.
Anemia. Anemic. Yeah. Yeah. We're getting off topic as usual here at KPFT. But Bart, let us know what was the inspiration for starting the Lonesome Haunts? How'd you two meet, or did it start off as a solo thing and then you brought in other people?
It kind of just started off. I think it was back in like 2018. I had played with a bunch of bands playing steel guitar. With just a bunch of different bands, and I kind of took a few years off of music, and then I kind of was just listening, like usual, just to a bunch of music, and I was like, I have stuff to say, and so like it kind of made me, start writing, and then I got one of my old buddies, or two of them, from when I used to play with Nick Gaetan and the Umbrella Man, Roberto Rodriguez and Gabriel Alanis, and Gabe played drums with Nick, and Robert played accordion, and I did not have a bass player, so Robert played bass for me. And then we started playing, and, I was just kind of writing, just kind of whatever came to mind. And a little while later, I don't even know how much later, Kevin, I think I was cutting his hair or something, because I'm a barber by trade.
Oh.
And I was cutting his hair, and I think he had said something about how he wanted to play with us. And it was like, holy crap, and I've known Kevin. I think I met Kevin probably in like 04 or something.
Gosh, years and years ago, yeah.
It was at Poison Girl, I think 6 months after they opened or something.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And he was like, I want to play with, y'all, and I was just like, that's crazy. Like, you're in the Suffers, you want to play with us?
Calm down.
No, but it was, they'd like done Letterman and stuff, you know, so it was like, we're not good, man, and you want to come do this with us? And so it was, super exciting to have them, and we've just kind of been trucking ever since.
Yeah, I like rock and roll, can I say?
Hey, can't hate on that, because you guys do play it well. So what was the name of that first song?
It's called Alaska.
I should have known. And so was that like one of the first songs that you played, or is this like a newer one?
That one is a few years old, or it came out I think 2 years ago, but I wrote it maybe 3-4 years ago.
Okay, so what's that writing process like for you? Is it something that you come up with on your own and then bring it to the band and then have them put their own flair on it?
So yeah, I'll usually come up with the lyrics and a kind of a good kind of framework for the music, and then kind of run it by them in rehearsal, and we just kind of go from there. And Kevin will have his input, and whoever's playing bass at the time. We had Adam Castaneda for years, who's another Suffers alumni, but he's now in Miami. So we've been using Chris Dunaway from Jump Rope, and it's been awesome.
Oh.
And Chris is amazing, too. So we've been really lucky to have two really good bass players.
Absolutely.
Because Robert did switch to accordion with us for years. He's a much better accordion player than he is bass player, and he'll tell you that.
Okay, I was like, wow, you're just throwing.
No, because he was like, I got a bass, and I was like, you want to do it? He's like, I think I can. And so we did it, and it was fun. So
well, that's cool that so Chris is still playing with, because I remember the first time I filmed you guys, we were like, let's get Chris on there, permanently.
Yeah,
sweet.
He's maybe missed a couple gigs, just prior obligations, but he's
he's pretty much there every time, and it's great. You know,
That dude's everywhere, and like such a broad range of genres that he plays bass for, and like the sounds that he makes is just like, what
crazy.
Is that bass?
his Instagram is amazing because he's just all this like these crazy pedals and stuff. And you're just like, wow.
Like I didn't know that thing could make those noises.
Yeah.
But so what do you have next for the next track that you guys are gonna play?
For the 90.1 KPFT Sessions.
Yes. Look at that name dropping. I like it.
Actually, that was not a name drop. That was my resume to take your job. I'm just kidding.
Oh no! Hey, kid. Come on back. I'll play guitar.
I'm just kidding.
No, we're just making sure we were clear on which station we were on today.
Oh yeah. That's good.
One of many appointments we have across the
The next song's called Ledge, and I wrote it. I live above the Continental Club, and so I joke that it's my porch, but my porch is the building where like the Mink used to be. So it's like the building next to the Continental, which is on the corner of like Maine and Alabama. That whole roof is kind of like mine.
Whoa.
And so it's like I just sit in my window and just smoke cigarettes, you know, and I just stare at it a lot. And that's where a lot of like my writing happens. But this is kind of a song about that. Just a time, you know, in my life, processing stuff. And the ledge that I refer to as the ledge of the building.
There we go.
All right.
Stars out tonight, I'm thinking about you as I chain smoke the cigarettes up on my roof. I never felt so lonely like I do tonight. Found the peace and the solitude in the songs that I write. And I'd give anything, but I messed up. I took you for granted, now I'm feeling stuck on this roof, stuck with my thoughts, stuck in this head, in the life that I bought. So walk me down this ledge, it'd be easy to fall right back in your arms. I ain't walking, but now I can crawl. I ain't walking, but now I can crawl. If I could fly, I'd get my feet off this roof. It's a nice place to live, can't complain about the views. Feeling that takes over my head, the voice that keeps pushing me close to the edge. So tonight I'll step up, step to that ledge with my arms open wide, thoughts in my head. I fall down through the air, down in the street. Will someone find me like blood on their sheets? So walk me down this ledge, it'd be easy to fall right back in your arms. I ain't walking, but now I can crawl. I ain't walking, but now I can crawl. Stars out tonight, I'm thinking about you as I chain smoke the cigarettes up on my roof. I never felt so lonely like I do tonight. Found the peace and the solitude in the songs that I write.
Okay. No, I was watching the fade. I didn't want to be like, what? So let's get into the nitty gritty. How do you guys? How has like the Houston music scene been for you guys?
I feel like as someone who's fixing to turn 42 on, I think next Monday.
Oh,
Happy early birthday.
yeah.
I'm Sagittarius. I'm one of the chosen ones.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it's interesting, like, the older you get, because I feel like the music scene, like for people in their 20s, it's like, it's thriving, early 30s, it's thriving. But like, we're kind of in this like weird point to where like, we're the old band, like we're the old guys band, with like a lot of other bands. And, but like, we have no problem getting shows. Like, we play often.
Yeah, that's true.
But it is like a thing I always kind of, like, or have noticed, as I progress in my age and as Kevin's hair gets a little grayer. But I think like, the Houston music scene is great. And it's so cool to see, especially like with the people in their 20s and 30s, just how positive it is. And like, it just, I feel like such a communal thing where like when I was in my 20s, it wasn't that way. There was like, it was almost like you were like rival gangs, and like, you were showing up to do a show and it was like a fist fight, and it's like, we're just going to stomp you, and there wasn't like a lot of that, like
the fight scene and Beat It.
Ooh. we should set that up. I'll film it.
But now, it's like, it's so cool to see, like these younger people, it makes me sound old. How they're just so supportive of each other, because like we just didn't really have that in our 20s. And because I feel like we were kind of in this like weird spot between the people, I mean, obviously with the numbers, and their 50s, like the 90s Montrose people, they're like, you missed it, like you should have seen this and there, blah, blah, blah. So like we were between that and then, like the people like, in our 30s. So it's different, I'm super appreciative of it. I love Houston and I love the Houston music scene. And the only thing I would change is just more, people leaving, to come see shows. And I'm guilty of being a bad supporter myself, but I'm trying to be better. But like one of my friends, Big E, he used to always, tell me, like you make the scene, and it's like you do. Like when you show up, the scene happens, like the scene is there. And the older you get, the harder it gets. Cause, like I wake up at 4 a.m. every morning. And, so like 10 o'clock rolls around and I'm like, wait, people are playing music at 10 p.m. Like,
yeah.
So I try, like to make myself, be that, like be part of the scene and like, do stuff. So
you said, all right, I'm jumping all over the place again, but it's okay. So you said you're a barber. Do you work with Big E?
I did for.
Oh, okay.
Years. I was the first barber over there.
Awesome. So were you around when Big E was doing all the promotional stuff for the rockabilly scene? Yeah. Awesome.
Big E was actually the first friend I made when I moved like inside the 610 loop.
Oh, wow.
So back then I still had more hair. I was in the rockabilly, thing myself. And I was sitting outside of Rudyard's drinking a beer and like some cheesy movie, he walks by me and he's like, "Say, Cat, you like rockabilly music?" And I was like, "I do." And he's like, "My girlfriend's working at the bar next door. Like, let me buy you a beer." So I've been friends with Big E. I mean, he was literally the first friend. So it's probably like 03. So yeah, I've been through the thick and thin with him.
Awesome. So what's like, how has it changed since then? Because I feel like from what I've heard about Big E, he was throwing on music festivals all the freaking time out here.
Yeah, he had. I think it was like the longest running like rockabilly festival. I don't know if it was
Rock Baby Rocket, and it would feature like a lot of newer guys, but he would also manage to get a lot of.
He'd find these dudes that were like
rockabilly legends back in their day.
Yeah, like some 87-year-old dude in like Ville Platte, Louisiana. And he's like, he put out this really cool 45 in 1957. I got him, and he'd be so excited. So he'd pull these like awesome people, But I think it was the longest running, continuously running rockabilly festival in the United States.
Wow.
By the time he quit. But it's the scene, people weren't showing up, so it gets kind of hard, and then the old guys start dying and, people have kids.
So do you think that's like one of the main reasons why like these music festivals in Houston has slowed down, because the generation changed?
I don't know. Cause like there was one at the Continental.
It could be a number of factors. I think the most obvious factor was COVID.
Well,
Yeah, but
but were there music festivals before COVID here in Houston?
oh,
Because
definitely. I mean, there was a Free Press Summerfest for a time, and there was Day for Night, and I can't speak to like what happened to those festivals, but yeah, they're unfortunately no longer.
Legally?
Well, no, I just don't know. I just don't know the information. I don't have the rumors. I don't have the tea. for it,
yeah,
so,
well, because I think it's just so weird, like that there are. I mean, unless I don't know about it, I don't know of any other music festival except for what's that one that you guys just did at Continental Club, or not you guys? I don't know. Were you guys playing? What is this? Solaire?
No, that's what I was gonna say. That one was hopping.
Yeah.
That was like jam packed because it was at the Continental and Big Top, and I mean both clubs were packed. The backyard was packed.
Awesome.
So yeah, that was, but it's the young people, you know.
It
It's those
is-
people in their 20s showing up,
Oh.
making the scene.
yeah.
I show up and they're like, "Oh shit, it's the cops." I didn't mean to say that.
Well, what was that time? We're gonna have to mark that down.
Oh, God, it's the cops.
No, it's all good. All right, so then, like, what do you think we need to do for the old farts to be able to throw or to attend these? Because you said there that festival was all young kids, so it's like let's bring a multi-genre or multi-generational like music festivals back.
I think it's kind of hard with like the older people too, because like there still is though like that like some of those people from the 90s in Houston are still like acting like they invented jazz, you know, and it's like they're these like weird gatekeepers, and it's like you didn't create anything. Like, yeah, you had a band that was cool, but like you didn't create a new genre of music, you know, you didn't find new notes.
The shows with their arms folded. standing in
Yeah.
the back.
So I think like there's like you have to fight against that. You also have to fight against time, like what set times for shows. Because actually, me and Biggie were just talking, you know, about how, you know, like it's weird now. You know, the Continental will close at like midnight, like doors done. You know, like they're out. And he's like, I would have been, you know, mad if I was young and that were the case. You know, because I want, you know, we'd stay till 2.
Yeah.
You know, so but he's like, I love it. You know, I'm gonna be back home, you know, like early, and like I'm the same way. Like, I'm like, yeah, like we just did a house party last weekend, and I was back at it was over in Second Ward. I was back at my apartment, I think by like 10:20.
Yeah.
I was like, this is so cool. Saturday night, you
I
know.
remember seeing shows at Rudyard's and like the first band wouldn't start till like 11. They'd
Yeah.
have an hour set, and the next band would start till midnight. The last band would like just play until last call, like until like 2:30.
Yeah.
Know? So like you were there until like 2:30 or 3, just hanging out at Rudyard's. I mean, that was kind of the heyday. And then, you know, you'd sneak next door, or some of us would.
Yeah.
What was next door?
The next door bar.
Is that really what it's called?
It was called. It's now called.
okay. I was like,
It's
wait,
now
what?
called Sixes and Sevens, but next door bar has it had its own reputation.
Is it
Certain
like,
products from Colombia.
Yes.
oh, like
Also known as
coffee?
The next score.
Oh,
Yes, and other stimulants.
okay. Sorry, we're getting the signal real quick. So, what do you have lined up for the next song?
This is a newer one that actually comes out tomorrow night at 11:59. Called RGV.
Another exclusive.
All right, we're gonna have two. exclusives. So it's called RGB, like
RGV.
light?
After a girl that I've been seeing the last couple years that I've known for a long time. She's from Mission, Texas, down the Rio Grande Valley.
Ooh.
And I just one day wrote a song about it and about her. And because our drummer's girlfriend, we like to joke around, you know, because it seems like there's like this really cool like movement of positivity happening down in the RGV where people are like, you know, just hollering RGV or like 956. And so I was like, you know what, I'm going to do that, but from like up here, and you know, like have just fun with it. So yeah, it comes out on tomorrow at 11:59 p.m.
Sweet. Well,
I'll be asleep.
samesies.
This is it. Yeah, RGV.
I'm ready.
All right.
wind's blowing inside of this house. Broken windows over the couch. Shattered glass and winds from the south. Ain't leaving, girl, so shut your mouth. Where did you come from? The RGV. 100 miles from home, still close to the sea. Your hands are shaking and so are your legs, shaking like the ashes of a cigarette. You want it, you got it. Love you like a hurricane. You bought it, you caught it. Now you're never gonna feel the same. So move in closer, make you shiver all over, and the wind and the warm rain love you like a hurricane. Hear the sirens, don't see any lights. No cars on the street, no one left inside. Neighbor screams getting louder and louder. Been sitting in this heat for hours and hours. Sweat on your face rolls off of your lips. Got my hand holding your hips. Brush your hair back and give you the look as I stare into your eyes like I'm reading my favorite book. You want it, you got it. Love you like a hurricane. You bought it, you caught it. Now you're never gonna feel the same. So move in closer, make you shiver all over, and the wind and the warm rain love you like a hurricane. You want it, you got it. Love you like a hurricane. You bought it, you caught it. Now you're never gonna feel the same. So move in closer, make you shiver all over, and the wind and the warm rain love you like a hurricane. Love you like a hurricane. Love you like a hurricane.
Thank you, Rico, for the thumbs up for the thingy. Dude, I appreciate you guys rolling through. That was definitely fun. We need to have you in front of the camera more often, dude.
Let me know.
Yeah, we'll definitely let you know, and you too, Kevin.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's been a blast.
Well, awesome. I'm glad it wasn't as awkward as I always imagine it to be.
Well, it's because you made me put pants on, so.
Oh, I mean, we can do it. You know what? Never mind.
First thing you said when you walked in was like, "Sir,
Pants on, Bart.
yeah, pants on.
The
Well,
awkwardness went away.
yeah.
but yeah, yeah. So once again, yeah, thank you for rolling through. I appreciate it. Rico, do you have any closing remarks before we move on to?
I always say the same thing, use your blinker. And I found out today that Masaya doesn't even have one.
What?
Wow,
Do you hand signal?
Yes.
You doing those old timies?
He has a clown horn.
Breaking.
Well, I didn't know. Like my blinker started blinking really fast, and I was like, "Oh, maybe it's on." It's on.
No excuses. What's your advice to the people?
Use your blinker.
Get your blinkers fixed for sure.
My advice to the people is left lane is for passing only.
Yeah.
Quit hanging out in the left lane on the freeway.
Yeah.
Way on the fastest.
I like it.
I like that. Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Well, thank you, everybody tuning in. This has been the KPFT Sessions here on KPFT 90.1. Catch us on Tuesdays at 3 a.m. after everyone's done with the show.
And if you're listening and want to book these artists, you can definitely do that. Just hit us up.
Or hit them up, because you'll get their socials here in just a second. But goodbye. Okay. All right, we're back. Again, just kidding. And so we're here with the Lonesome Haunts. This is the YouTube exclusive. This will not be on the air, but you have to find us on the internet, on the YouTube. And so what do you guys have for us today?
This one's called Losing Control, which is about it's a breakup that I dealt with living over off Alabama and right over near Pax.
All this guy's exes live in Texas.
Hey.
They don't. That's probably for the best.
This one's in Philly.
All right.
We're good to go.
All right.
Ready?
Already. My absence never bothered you, so my presence didn't mean a thing. And I've loved you for so many years, never would let you fall. You're gonna miss this someday, but tonight I'm losing control. I didn't fear the future when you were by my side. Turns out love just means someone is leaving, and living just made me cold. It's easier for me to black out at night when I'm losing control. If I could go back and tell myself to turn away and run like hell, to not walk down Marshall Street that night, I wouldn't have said what I said, and I wouldn't have can in your bed, and I wouldn't be missing you tonight. You treated me like an option, and you left me
like a choice. But my pillow smells like your perfume. My neck is ripped from your claws. And you love to call me lonesome. At night when I was losing control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like you wrote down some notes. You want to ask?
Yeah, I've been listening to your lyrics, and it seems like you don't necessarily fear loss, but your reaction to it. Which inspires your writing more, the loss itself or what happens after?
I mean, I think like there's an excitement to the loss, you know,
Because you lose control a lot.
Yeah. Like I remember my buddy Nick Gaitan once said, like after a breakup, he said, you know, like don't let this heartache go to waste. You know, and I just like I ate off that for a while, you know, because you're just like, yeah, like there's so much good shit, like so much good sad stuff in here, you know, like that.
So much good auga.
Yeah.
No, we're this is the YouTube exclusive, so we're good.
Oh,
Yeah.
So, you know, like I mean, I don't I guess, you know, like I do fear loss in some way. But I do you know, try to make the best out of that situation. And if I can, you know, I think one of the cool things about songwriting is, you know, like through loss or like a breakup or whatever, like I get the last word, you know, like the girl didn't, you know, because it's like I just put this out, you know, like this is recorded permanently, and so I'm right, you know. Like, not to sound mean, but that's the way it is.
I mean, I can't argue any of that. Like, you did get the last word, and it's permanent forever on the internet. Well, yeah, that was an awesome set from you two. Give us all your plugs, dude. Where can people find you? Like you and are you in more than one band?
No.
Okay.
I did that for too long.
Oh, no. Is that age that we're talking about?
No, I just don't. I feel like I just put everything I have into this, you know? And it just kind of drains me. And also, like, I don't know if it's called an empath, but like every day I deal with people and they tell me their problems. People love talking to me. And so I have so many customers that they'll just like come and they just drop some heavy stuff on you, you know? And so like at the end of the day, I only got time for like one thing, you know, and that's, you know, like my own band. So thankfully Kevin and Gabriel and Chris Dunaway and Adam Castagnet have all put up with it. But yeah, there's only one.
Awesome. So where can people find you?
You can find us on Instagram, The Lonesome Haunts. Facebook, we're on all the streaming services too. And yeah.
Got a website?
No website. I own the domain.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It's empty.
it's empty.
It's empty.
It'll just be the 404 page not found.
I have not even gone to it. I just get charged by, is it Ionos or something? Like 98 cents a month.
They thank you for your patronage.
you could update it, just say 404, but just like in a nice, pretty font.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a 404, the Lonesome Haunts.
So there's no website. Best way to get a hold of us is, you know, potentially through Instagram. Our email's on there, which I'm not 100% sure what it is. But I think it's lonesomehauntshtx@gmail.com.
Nice.
It's there though.
Awesome. Kevin, any plugs from you?
No, I think you pretty much said it all. Like, we're on all the streaming services on the internet, and yeah, I think that's all I got.
Yeah, we do have a couple. Can we talk about upcoming shows?
Yeah. This will come out as fast as possible. Yeah.
So today we're just sitting on top of the mountain here at KPFT, also known as the second floor. But on December 14th, we're at Black Magic Social Club with Only Beast and the Midnight Papers. And then the following Saturday, we're back at Black Magic Social Club with Shame on Me and Essay. And I used to play an Essay years ago.
S.A.? Is that-
SAESE.
Oh! I thought like San Antonio, but no, got it now.
No. They're from the neighborhood near Northside, just right north of the Bayou. And I lived over there for years. And me and Carlos, their singer, became buddies. And I played in the band for years. Affirmative Action got me in. I was the one white guy in the band. It was fun.
Well,
So that'll be a great show too.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like anytime Shame on Me is on a
Yeah.
bill, it's like, man,
They're so great.
Yeah.
And they're just such sweet people.
yeah, they are.
You know?
Yeah.
I love it. So I'm super excited about that. I'm glad that we get to do that.
It's great to play on shows with friends, and
Yeah.
Shame on Me are definitely great friends of ours.
Yeah.
It's so different than playing with strangers, you know, where it's like, hey, I'm trying to set up, you know, with that.
Get out of my way.
It's
Get out
just
of my
great.
way.
Yeah.
Everyone's sizing each other up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the little remnants of like that
Uh-huh.
is still around. Is
Oh,
it
yeah.
because they're older bands when you don't know, or is it also younger bands?
I mean, I still take that in. Like,
Oh.
I'm still going to a fist fight. Like, I'm going to beat you like bad. And it's fun that way though, you know, like, cause if not, like, what are you doing it for? You know, like, and I get everybody plays music for different reasons, you know, but it's like, I'm not like, I feel like I have to get these things out of me or like I'll explode or something.
Yeah, we don't want explosions.
So yeah, I'm going to go out there. I might be like Mike Tyson now. A little old to be in the ring, but
Oh, I was about to say Mike Tyson in his prime or Mike Tyson recently, which
recently.
Mike Tyson with the weird thong thing he was wearing before the fight. That'll be me on stage.
well, maybe you could not wear pants that day for that.
You
Yeah.
never know. 14th and the 21st. Oh, there's also one the 22nd at the Big Top with
yes.
us, the Ramblin' Boys from Beaumont, the Ginzales, and Rooftop Boxer.
Awesome.
It's
Yeah.
a rock and roll Christmas show we're doing.
Yeah.
It's a Sunday.
Are you guys playing Christmas music?
No.
Oh, okay.
I hate people playing covers. I hate covers.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I
It's
could
like-
see.
Being an artist, you know, and like you're like, hey, every Sunday I'm gonna go do, you know, like paint the Mona Lisa. Like we all know it can be done.
Yeah.
Or you know, like you go put a book of poetry, and it's like my book of poetry, Robert Frost. Then my name. You know, it's like, how can you as a creative not want to create?
Fair. That is fair. Well, thank you guys once again for rolling through and playing your 4 songs. And so, yeah, once again, follow us, subscribe to us. You don't have to like us, but
Like them, they're really sweet.
You don't have to like us.
no, like them. You don't have to like us.
Like us, love them.
Well, have a good rest of your whatever day I decide to drop this. Probably a Sunday. Goodbye. Awkward silence. Good.